So we're going to talk about crash dieting. So this is one of my pet peeves, because you're basically shooting yourself in the foot every time you crash diet. I mean, it's common sense, but a lot of people don't really realize what's happening when they crash diet. So if you have 20, 40, 50, 100 pounds to lose, whatever it is, you have to look at the process of what's happening with your body. So the reason why people will crash diet and then they'll come back, they'll rebound, and they'll have more fat than they had before, and it'll be harder, and every time it gets harder and harder and harder, is just simply because when you crash diet, you basically are undernourishing your body. That's the bottom line. Most people, when they crash diet, are undernourishing their body. So what happens when you undernourish your body is that it starts to feed on itself. And one of the first things that it does is starts to feed on its own muscle. And as soon as you do so basically, because you're starving your body through your crash dieting, you're eating your own muscle. So you chip away at that muscle, you chip away, you chip away, you chip away, and over the years, you start with a lot less muscle than you had, or that you should naturally have. And muscle is active. That's one of the things that keeps your metabolism elevated. So the less muscle that you have, the slower your metabolism is going to go. So it's just common sense that as your muscle keeps decreasing because you're undernourishing your body, your metabolism gets lower and lower and lower, making it easier to get fat and making it harder to lose fat. So the solution to that is to stop crash dieting. You want to focus on retaining as much muscle as you can. I mean, one of my pet peeves is people that say, "Oh, but I don't want to be too muscular." Well, in my experience, I have almost never met anybody that woke up one day and said, "Oh my God, I've got too much muscle. What am I going to do?" That's not going to happen. If you think that you're too big, get rid of all the fat and then decide if you're too big. 99.999%, when you get rid of the fat over on the muscle on your body, you're going to find that you're not too big. You don't have too much muscle. So get those thoughts out of your mind. So feed your body, nourish it properly, make sure that you're taking in eating a good balanced diet of protein and carbohydrates and fats. Carbohydrates are not the enemy. Overeating is the enemy. Too many calories are the enemy. Under exercising is the enemy. So maintain a balanced diet. The bottom line is don't over diet, no crash dieting, no under exercising or over cardioing, but not doing resistance training, because you got to keep that muscle up. So just make sure that you're using a bit of common sense and you're following a balanced approach, and you're retaining as much muscle that you can by following a healthy plan. And